What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, back with another Gamecock not review, but I'm doing a news report for Carolina. And that's been a lot of talk about Will Muschamp firing coaches that we want to see. And I'm probably going to do a video tomorrow about coaches that Gamecock Nation would love to see if Will Muschamp's tenure is cut short. His contract ends up in 2024. So we just trying to piece together and salvage a career. And as crazy as it may sound, if we win a few more games, we can be bowl eligible. I think that it would take maybe 4 or 5 wins in order to get to a bowl. And as this year has went, if we can get 4 wins to get into a bowl, I will take that and run all day long. But before you go, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, also notification bell. Notification bell allow you to know every time I drop a video. Well, the Big Spur reported about Will Muschamp's record. And during the press conference, Will Muschamp was like, hey, look, over the past first 3 years, we had the most wins out of anybody that has ever been to Columbia. And I was like, we had Lou Holtz. We had Steve Spurrier, two of the more recent just coaches that came through and really turned the program around. Lou Holtz started in '99, and then when dang it, the old ball coach took over in 2005. He took it to a whole nother. Steve Spurrier. I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but Steve Spurrier took it to the next level. So I wanted to kind of see, was Muschamp bluffing? Was he trying to just give us a little hope? What was going on? And apparently, he's right. So let's go to this right quick, shall we? And this is from the Big Spur. I encourage everybody that's out there, man, go and sign up to the Big Spur, man. One of the best decisions I ever made. They're not paying me, they're not sponsoring me, but hey, look, I love this website. I check it regularly. Great information if you're a Gamecock fan. It says, let's go up to the top right here. Muschamp record compares to previous 4th and 5th season. So they're comparing his record to the 4th and 5th year, right? Of his not ancestors, but you know what I'm trying to say, the people before him. So it says Will Muschamp won't set the school record for most wins in season 4 or 5 by a South Carolina Gamecock football coach. Muschamp won't hit the mark for fewer wins either. But with 4 games left on the 2020 schedule, he's near the bottom of the list. So the first 3 years, he's at the top. The first 4 and 5, he's near the bottom. South Carolina 6-12 record, 5-9 SEC over the 2019-2020 season comes on the heels of a 22-17 run between 2016 and 18. As Muschamp pointed out several times, most recently on Saturday night, that 22-win total is higher than any other head coach first 3 seasons in Columbia. What about the following 2? Now, mind you, those 3 wins, those all Spurrier players. Those all Spurrier players. But we're going to keep going. Steve Spurrier, the most successful coach in program history, went 14-12, 7-9 during his 4th and 5th season, 2008 and 2009. He won 9 games in 2010 before reeling off 3 straight 10-win seasons. Jim Carlin guided South Carolina to a 13-9-1 record over his 4th and 5th season. The Gamecock won 14 more games in 1980 and 1981 before he retired. Paul Dizell, I'm probably saying it wrong, and Joe Morris each had 11 wins during their respective 4th and 5th season. Both coaches lost 10 games. Morris had 2 ties, and Dizell had 1. So I'm thinking the Dizell, I'm saying his name wrong probably, was the coach that when we won the 1969 ACC championship. So Lou Holtz won 10 games during his 4th and 5th season. The Gamecocks went 5-7 in 2002 and again in 2003. Holtz was born in 1937, 1 year before the start of Rex Enright first stint as South Carolina head coach. Enright coached from 1938 to 1942 before leaving the school to serve in the U.S. Navy during World War II. The Gamecocks went 5-11-2, 5-4-1 in SoCon. In 1941-1942, he returned in 1946, and the 1949-1950 team combined to go 7-10-2. So basically, if you look at this list right here, the teams to have the fourth and fifth year. Steve Spurrier had the best year, 14-12. He was 7-9 in the SEC, fourth and fifth year. And then Lou Holtz, it was 10-14. And then we got my boy Muschamp 6-2. And he's down there on the list. So what I'm saying this is because, is it encouraging? I don't know. I think after 5 years, you would kind of see where your program is at. And if you had 22 wins the first 3 years, that should have been gaining momentum. So by the fourth and fifth year, we could have been 8-9, at least an 8-9 win team. We was on a projected. I think we won 8 games a few seasons when Will Muschamp first came there. I was projecting us to go 9 or 10 wins by this time now. We're not progressing, we're degressing, right? So what is that going to mean? I think that Gamecock fans, I know we got a lot of coaches we want to see out here. I think that no real talks of Muschamp's job being lost is not until next year. This is the COVID year. It's a lot of factors that goes into them not winning any games. Or if they can lose all their games, I think that Will Muschamp still going to have their job. And it's very unfortunate for Gamecock fans because we want a coach that is going to give us hope. One coach I'm looking into that I love, man, Matt Rule from the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers is not a very good team. We won 4 games last year. So this year, I'm projecting us to win between 5 and 6 games this year. If we can get these close games that we're staying into, we may end up winning 7 or 8 games. And every week that team play hard. That team is well prepared. That team is well coached. That's a matter of time. It's not because of lack of coaching. It's because of the talent that Matt Rule wants to use in the system is not there. And it's very impressive because typically you don't have a college coach that can come to the NFL and just do great things that Matt Rule is doing. Same thing with South Carolina. We want a coach that is going to allow us to have the best chance to win. Now, we know that we may not win every game. We know we may not even be a 6-win team. But we want to consistently be in bowl games. We want to consistently be in the conversation of the best team in the SEC East. And every now and again, we want to give the West a run for the money with winning the East and going to Atlanta to play in the SEC championship game. We're not saying that we're going to be Clemson. We're not saying that we want to be Clemson. We're just saying we want to be very competitive. And we want a team out there. It's 82+ thousand strong every Sunday when they're allowed, when COVID-19 is over and the social distancing laws is died down. But on a regular season, we have 82,000 plus strong at the games, whether we're winning or losing. We had one of the longest losing streaks in the nation, and we still sold out Williams-Brice Stadium. So the fan base is there, the support is there, the school is spending money on resources. We're getting talented guys. I'm thinking this is a coaching issue, and if we had a different coach, I think our team possibly could be a 6-7 win team, maybe 8. But because of coaching, we're a 3-win team, 4 wins at best. So let me know what you think about this, man. Do you care that Will Muschamp is the winningest coach in the first 3 years of our program? Write in your comment section below. What coach do you want to see? Man, comment so that when I make this video, I can have plenty of names to choose from as far as coaches that we would like to see. Again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray with Gamecock News. And Muschamp is right. He's the winningest coach in the first 3 years. But the 5th and 4th season, he's almost at the bottom. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. But it's the next time, people.